This must be the best way to fully cover all kinds of different experiences from open wheels to GT, rally or ovals with single hub and few different steering wheels. The concept is absolutely awesome and can be a very good choice for many drivers who compete in different cars. Cube Controls are slowly releasing their next-gen wheels, but in my opinion, the GT Pro V2 have the potential to become the best-selling product for the reasons I mentioned before. If you are one of those drivers racing, for example, primarily the GT cars or even open wheels, but from time to time you want to have some fun on rally stage or do some drift, you need to buy another wheel, potentially one more quick release, and then spend some time to reconfigure the entire layout for the most used buttons in the sim and get used to it, which will cost you more money and of course some time. Or you can buy another rim, unscrew 4 bolts, attach it and jump in action. If you think about it, that can definitely save you some money and precious time. Now, if that is something which you think will cover your needs, let's see what the GT Pro V2 have to offer. As the name suggests, this is evolution of the previous product with some really cool improvements. Ergonomically, the push buttons on this model are crowded in the thumb area, which makes way more sense in operating with those while keeping firmly the grips. The side rotaries are also moved to the same area, and that gives in total 10 inputs within thumb reach, which is not bad number at all. I forgot to count also the 2 on-off switches left and right, and that makes it 12. On the bottom, 2 rotary encoders and 2 7-way HUDs, which brings the total inputs up to 28. So, ergonomically speaking, is definitely improvement from the previous model. Next step up is the SimHub integrated 15 RGB lights, 6 on the buttons, 2 on the switches, 2 on the rotaries and 5 for the RPMs, which can produce any color and any animations and warnings. These have become new standards those days and can really give some important feedback through warnings and personalize your wheel to fit into your interior. On the back, 2 of the most beautiful shifters on the market, in my opinion, made of aluminum and carbon with contactless switches and ball bearing on the pivot points and really good adjustments for length and distance. 2 slots for the Pro Dual clutch system if you need one, which is equally beautiful with the same ball bearing and adjustment points for throw and length. Also 1 on-off button and magnetic cable connection, which is genius solution. You can see also that little antenna, and if you have Bluetooth receiver on the PC, it can be used as wireless wheel and the battery will last for about 50 hours with the lights off and 10 hours in full brightness. So, feature-wise, it is fully loaded with everything we will possibly need. Build quality is the usual from Cube Controls with aluminum case on the back, aluminum body parts on the shifters, rotaries and HUD switches. Also carbon faceplate, carbon pedals and carbon face cover for the different wheels. Zero flex, very good weight balance, and the box itself is very light with the universal hub, which is separate order, and the total weight will depend from the QR and the wheels we want to attach for different use. In terms of steering wheel choices, Cube Controls offer 2 shapes, the GT0 in 300mm and the D-shape in 320, which are both one of my favorite for years in terms of comfort. The anatomic shape in both is just absolute. They will have those models in suede and rubber and both offer excellent grip. I don't have the rubber here, but I've tested it on the expo a year ago and liked the feeling for sure. Now, Combining the GT0 with the box will be the optimal experience from ergonomics point of view, as the small size and shape brings the inputs closer to my finger, and that makes sense for GT cars. With the D-shape, everything moves further away because of the size and can be a bit compromising. However, we are not limited just to those two, and as I am fan of 300mm size and round wheels, I managed to attach one of the most affordable steering wheels from QSP, which I use for rally experiences but had to drill 2 holes for the switches. With this size now, everything fits properly, and I believe Cube Controls must think of bringing to the market round wheel in size of 300mm with their anatomic shape, and will definitely smash the sales. But once again, this is absolutely brilliant concept to get away with one really good box loaded with so many features and 2 different shape wheels for GT and rally experiences. Swapping of those is super easy with just 4 bolts in front without the need of taking apart the quick releases or other parts. 2 minutes and ready for action. Now, one area I want to see improved is on the LEDs of the 6 buttons and the 2 windows of the rotaries. The lights are not diffused well and there is hotspot. I can see individual colors of the LEDs itself and they blur the symbols of the stickers. It is not that pleasant to my eyes and must be solved with more diffused stickers or diffused material on the button caps, as it is on the rev lights indicator or the 2 switches in the middle, which looks awesome. By the way, in their previous models, those 2 switches got lots of complaints about being with only green light, and Cube Controls listen to that and make those RGB so we can choose colors now and match the aesthetics, which is absolutely awesome. That being said, I personally haven't found any other weak spots, and I really believe this will be their best selling product in the next few years because of that flexibility, wire and wireless capability, tons of inputs with good ergonomics, warnings, animations through SimHub, ref indicator, good build quality and reasonable price for what it is in comparison to the current market. I will personally use this a lot for rallying and GT driving with those 2 wheels, and if you want to save some cash, I can definitely suggest that as an option. Now, if all that sounds interesting and you want to get one, there will be a link in the description below which will be available for the next 2 days and give you a discount code which will save you some extra cash. Also, if you have any specific questions, let me know here or send me a private message on Instagram. You know I am happy to help 24/7.